Good morning, Elmira. This is the Elmira Pudgies. I'm JD Isles, and of course, this is Hidden Landmarks History. This is the local history show I do every Friday morning in Elmira. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. This is a story I've wanted to do for a long time. Everybody who has been through, lived in, left, or come back to Elmira knows about Pudgies. And we're going to dig into the history today. And additionally, I am going to give you a Pudgies fun fact at the end of this recording. That is going to be a great little piece of trivia for you to share with your friends the next time you're talking about Pudgies. And also stay tuned, I'm going to talk about the plans I have for Pudgies coming up this summer. Okay, so where are we? We are currently at 350 South Main Street in Elmira, New York. We are right across from the AutoZone. Everybody knows this location. Pudgies originally opened in Elmira in April of 1963. Three brothers, Michael Cleary Sr., Francis Cleary, and Charles Cleary, founded the company then. And we gotta talk about the name Pudgy. The origin is different than you think. Charles Cleary was called Pudgy from a very young age, and it's not why you think. He was a very small kid, he was a very skinny kid, and he was given the nickname Pudgy ironically. Thank God they did give him that name, because the name stuck, and of course, the name became this amazing local brand. School bus going by, these kids are probably not getting Pudgies for lunch. Anybody who comes in here is going to be having a fantastic lunch today. More history. Here we go. So I'm going to take you inside. Pudgies has been a fixture in the Twin Tiers forever. Everybody has very fond memories of this brand. Here we are in the lobby. And I'm going to tell you why people love pizza, and then specifically why people love Pudgies. The reason people love pizza is because pizza is a celebratory food. It is the pizza you have when you have a birthday party. It is the pizza you have after a Little League game, win or lose. It is the graduation party food. It is the first day of school food. And the kicker is, it's an easy food to serve. Now, nobody is celebrating over meatloaf or tuna noodle casserole. These are foods that keep you alive. Pizza is the firework of food. It is the food that you celebrate with. And I know very few brands, local or otherwise, that people in this area tie so heavily to pizza. Now, in 1972, Pudgies formed their franchise group and kind of spread the brand throughout the Twin Tiers and beyond. So, I'm a transplant. By the way, this is Pudgy's dining room, which is beautiful, by the way. And I want to point out that here on the wall, I'm working hard to get all my facts straight, people. I want to point out here on the wall, we have a fantastic tribute to Michael Cleary Sr. Now, I'm a transplant to the area. I had no idea the depth and breadth of Pudgy's menu. So they obviously have pizza, and everybody, of course, knows that they kind of popularized the sheet pizza. Now, the sheet pizza has a lot of different origin stories. If you look anywhere on the internet, you can see 5, 6, 7 different origin stories for the sheet pizza. That is fine. Pudgies did not originate the sheet pizza, but they certainly made it popular, and they also standardized both the term and the size. And the size, by the way, is 18 by 26. Now, in regards to the menu, pizza, wings, hot and cold subs, and we would be loath if we did not mention both the Pudgy burger and the pizza sub, which is a more portable version of pizza. The Pudgy burger, of course, is 2 hamburgers on a sub roll, which is a fantastic way to do it. They have calzones and strombolis, pasta, fish fry, salads, desserts, pretty much a little bit of everything. Going here into the kitchen, now they are in the middle of morning prep, but I am thrilled that I can show you kind of behind the scenes here. Bear with me here. I want to get everything. Janet and Susan are back here working on things, but here's the kitchen, and 2 things really strike me about this kitchen. Thing number 1 is very clean. Thing number 2 is they're very consistent in what they do, and one of the surprising things is they cut things fresh every single day. They not only do lettuce, but they're doing lunch meat and everything else. And Matt Voorhees is sneaking through. I'm gonna grab, Matt, are you awake? You ready for today?
Oh, I'm always ready. How you doing?
Fantastic. I'm doing amazing. The other thing I wanna do is I wanna point out their ovens. They tell me they can crank 8 pizzas a minute through this sucker. It hasn't even started going today, but of course it will be going today a little bit later. Now, I promised you a couple of little nuggets of information at the end of the broadcast today. Nugget number 1 is Eileen Collins, the astronaut, used to work at this Pudgies as a teenager. And it is actually how she paid for her initial flight lessons. So am I saying that the space shuttle program wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Pudgies? Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. Pudgies, directly responsible for the United States Space Shuttle program. The second fun fact is, coming this summer, I am going to be embarking in the most ambitious episode of Hidden Landmarks we have ever filmed. I'm not going to say too much, but I will tell you we are going to be diving deep into the Pudgies menu this summer. And by the way, if you needed one more incentive as to why you should come to Pudgies, it is, why would you need Tioga if you've got the opportunity to win a free slice of pizza for just a quarter? If you have not been to Pudgies for a while, if you are coming back to Elmira for the first time in a long time, you owe it to yourself to come to the flagship store here in Elmira and experience Pudgies again, first time in a long time, or the first time this week. JD Isles, Hidden Landmarks History. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.